Hello everyone, my name's Austin.
My name's Dan.
And we are here to play games.
With coffee and talking.
Yes, welcome back to Coffee Talk episode Dos. Hibiscus and Butterfly.
Dos.
Yeah, Dos.
Fancy.
Dos Equis. Wait,
Ooh.
didn't we already do this one?
We've seen this newspaper, yes.
Thursday, September 21st, 2023. The correct day that we were supposed to be on.
Fantastic.
There we go. Free of charge. I think I had to be on this page for it to save.
Yeah, pretty sure that's right.
Gobly Labs to fight invasive lionfish by releasing killer algae.
Wow.
UFO.
Oh,
Spotted
maybe our
by-
buddy's coming by.
Yeah, Neil?
Yeah, Neil, yeah.
Spotted by Space National Guard fighters this morning. Always change your OTPs. Government advice on preventing data leaks baffles everyone.
That is a little baffling.
Keep changing your authenticators. Okay.
There's an eerie atmosphere out there tonight.
Ooh, maybe we'll run into Mr. Hyde.
Feels like a night for old friendships.
Sure does. Speaking of old friendships, let's see what our friends got going on for us. Lua!
Ooh,
Hi! Maybe we'll see Lua then.
yeah, that's what it looks like, maybe. It's kinda
Myrtle,
funny.
listening is an art I often take for granted. It's nice when things are communicated properly. I guess they work things out.
I suppose so.
Just found out coffee, honey, and milk drink is not a meal replacement. Just stop these young fellas from drunk driving, so that's a lesson for y'all to keep your spirits in control.
Ha! I get it.
Quality,
Baileys.
quality work comes with a price. You can't ask for $1,000 quality and ask to pay $150. Respect the people you've decided to work with. Amen, brother.
That's right.
By the way, does your phone battery suck? I've been using this power bank in the past month. Okay, thanks, Lucas. Appreciate it.
Ridley. Oh, man.
All right, party drinks restocking new schedule due to new regulations. Cut off order time 1. Shop closes at 1:30. Delivery from Bellevue. Just finished today's dance practice. I'm all sweated out, but my coach said I've really improved lately. Yay!
Fantastic.
Yeah. All right. Any stories? Forgot about these.
Oh, yeah.
If Capella ever falls. The star is called Capella, the little goat of Aruga, the charioteer. Did I read this already? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. She looks up to where I pointed, her neckline a constellation of its own. If the little goat falls off, do you think we'll get a wish? She asked between yawns. Well, I don't think that's how falling stars work, but maybe. I wonder if I bore her at times like this, laid on my balcony, the two of us and the stars. I still don't know much about her. It's scary to get to know someone new, an entirely new sky to discover, where all the celestial objects are yet to form a sign. Where's the brightest star of her night? Which constellation does she display proudly in her north sky? What object does she hide between the dark clouds? Is there a place for me in her nights? When I ask that, I know I'm avoiding the real question. Is there a place for her in my nights? I still don't know if I actually am in love with her, or if she's just a slightly above average looking girl who happens to fit my ideal style. A cute girl who's not afraid of wearing her own aesthetic, an unironic, slightly gothic, dark academia girl. Exactly my type. I'm still figuring out if I want to show her my own night, to reserve one spot by the northern space for her to shine. Am I ready to love, or was I just lonely and she happened to be there, the empty space beside me? What does she think of me? Do we actually match each other well, or is it just what Tinder says? There's still so much that I don't know about her, and it's scary to think about. Does she like Murakami too? What would she think of me if she knew my playlist is mostly emo songs? How badly was she hurt by her ex-lovers? When does she think we will end? I shiver thinking about it. Hope it's the night's gentle breeze and not my anxiety. Puts her head on my shoulder, signaling me to hold her closer. Maybe it's the night breeze after all. Or perhaps she knows how scared I am to try and let her in. Perhaps she has shown me her galaxies and bits and pieces of her everything. In her goodnight texts with those little Japanese smile emoji, the way she speaks to me, the way she puts her head on my chest as if she trusts me already. Maybe while I'm sitting here, scared of loving her, she already has a constellation named after me. I look up to where Auriga shines. Her breath feels warm on my chest. I hope I have enough time to learn everything there is to know about her, so one day I will know every little thing about her until her sky map is etched into my heart. And if Capella ever falls, I hope that maybe I can use my one wish to replace Capella with a star named after her and have her stay there in the margin of my starry night. Interesting.
Indeed.
Ralia Amont. The price of happiness. The cashier rang me $13 for 2 packs of cigarettes I chose from behind the counter. It should be enough to keep me sane for 4 days if I carefully smoke 10 sticks per day. That's a lot. I lit one as soon as I left the convenience store. 9 cigarettes left for today. I checked my phone as I walked to the cafe I usually do my writing at. Spotify just charged me its monthly fee, $10. Seeing that my last Wrapped was 80,000 minutes and more, that was a tenner well spent. I closed the Spotify notification along with some email notifications about the permanent jobs I was hoping to get. All polite rejections, freelance for a little bit more, so it seemed. I stubbed out my cigarette in the trash can by the cafe's door before brushing the ashes that managed to claim some spots on my discounted flannel shirt. The cafe was completely empty, except for the clearly uni students struggling over their assignment. People with proper jobs don't work in a cafe after all. They worked in tall buildings with ID cards and fancy suits. The kind of people who had their lives figured out with every expense planned well into their 80s. I sat in the smoking area. A cup of $2 iced coffee stood tall beside my laptop, droplets of condensation playfully racing each other to the table. Some droplets stayed on the brim of the cups as if planning their way down, finding the smoothest path possible. I cheered for those droplets figuring out their track, not knowing what lies at the bottom of the plastic cup, not knowing if they can even make it there either. And so I began typing. I had to cover this economic research paper by some Nobel Prize winner about the amount of money you need to make per year to achieve optimal living conditions. It's $75,000 per year, by the way. That's significantly higher now. In case anyone's wondering.
Oh, yeah.
It's like... I don't remember. I don't want to say numbers, but it's over 100,000.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah. That number, for an immigrant who just started chasing the American dream like me, was sky high. I do pay a fortune for my beat-up apartment. The monthly cost for the subway alone is above 100. If I count my yearly expenses, as responsible adults should, they should reach about that amount, if not more. I wondered if that meant I was living optimally. I mean, I sure as hell was not, but I wondered. Maybe the price of happiness is different for each person. Maybe those Nobel winners didn't count the price of addiction, or depression, or other words society categorized as mental health conditions. Have they accounted for the price of antidepressants and sleeping pills in that 75 grand? That is the cost for some people to be able to sleep and function. I was damn sure it wasn't included in that number. Maybe people born with more scars on their bodies have to pay more to be happy, and to think that happy is such a sadly abstract unit of measure. How do you even measure happiness in numbers, and the amount of possessions one has in their bedroom, the number of children you have, and how their upbringing is facilitated by the digits on your bank account, and how many times you smiled in a day? If the last one is how you measure happiness, do fake smiles count? See, too many variables, and I had to present all this bullshit in a 700-word or less article. 700 words or less article that'd be rewarded with $100 if it got enough clicks. It still hasn't and probably never will. So do you think this number is the right price for your happiness? Let us know in the comment section. I ended my article on that cheerful note, ignoring the irony of the question itself, just like I ignored my 5th cigarette slowly burning down on the ashtray. Another wasted payment to cover the price of happiness. 5 cigarettes left for today.
Strangely evocative and a little sad.
It is. I've always liked the stories in the first one too, so.
Yeah.
All right.
9 for old friendships and new acquaintances.
Back to where we were. This episode's been brought to you by the letter R.
Oh?
I don't know.
Is anyone there?
Ryota?
Cat!
Mew.
Heterochromia. Huh? Kitty. Hello. You gave me a start. You're a Nekomimi, right? You're going to transform any second now?
Mew?
Or maybe not.
Lua, what's up? Hey,
Huh.
Chillnanigan. And hey, new customer? Meow.
Oh,
I like
kitty.
that her phone still has the little horns on them.
Yeah. Hi, Miss Lua. I don't think this is the coffee drinking sort of cat.
No, it would appear not. Do you have a new pet cat then?
I'm not quite sure. This is my first time seeing this little one. By the way, don't give your cats coffee.
Yeah, please. Wow, he moved over fast. Mew.
Yeah.
Are you sniffing me, kitty? Do you want cuddles? Oh my.
Oh.
All right. No cuddles.
Angie.
My apologies. Cats. No kidding.
Indeed.
I wonder if it's lost. It doesn't have a collar, so it might be a stray. It's cute, though. Would make a nice mascot.
Ah, I would think that's up to it, not up to us. Cats.
Right. Anyhow,
Ooh,
it's
now.
been a little while.
It has. Last time we saw you was, well, over a week ago, wasn't it? What have you been up to?
Honestly, mostly work as usual. I won't lie, I'm pretty beat.
Did you just leave the office?
Yes. But in my defense, I spent the last hour looking at wedding dresses on Chill.
Well, that sounds like fun. Doesn't it?
It's not unfun.
That's a moderately enthusiastic response. How are the wedding preparations going?
It's not unfun.
Uh-huh.
They're going. I might need a drink before I answer that.
You certainly look like you could use something warm.
Something warm and cozy, yes. Milky and soothing with just a bit of warm spice. I'm going to hit my pillow soon, so something that will help me sleep. And I can see you have snazzy new ingredients.
We have blue pea and hibiscus now, indeed.
That sounds interesting. I'd like to try hibiscus then, with milk and warm spice, please. Hibiscus.
Nice.
Milk and...
Warm spice.
So... probably cinnamon then.
That was what I was thinking.
Milk, cinnamon, something like that.
Yeah, let's see, that's honey. So, yeah, I imagine that's what we want. I think. That would be my guess.
Alright, let's do it.
See what it is.
Pink spice! Look, it's adorable!
Pink spice.
Let's do it. Mew?
Oh,
Aw, poor kitty. Did the machine wake you up? Angry kitty.
buddy.
There goes the mascot.
Maybe it'll come back later?
Maybe indeed. Let's take a look here. Keep track of our new stuff.
Smooth and spicy. Interesting.
Lua. It's a pretty picture.
I will spare our viewers my attempt to pronounce what's in her profile.
Yeah. Well, last time it was a French poem, I think.
Yep.
I bet it will. Cats always have reasons for their actions. Do they, though? Aside from just gremlin?
Their own reasons.
Yeah, right. Even if they're often rather mysterious ones.
That's true. Anyhow, here's your drink, Miss Lua.
Ooh, this smells lovely. It also has a lovely color. And it tastes lovely. I knew I could count on you, Chillnanigan. You always a sight for sore taste buds or something.
I'm glad you like it.
I love it. Right, so the wedding preparations.
You and Mr. Bailey's are still getting married, of course.
Oh, yes, absolutely. After everything we've been through, I'm not about to back down now. Bailey's is still very much my person, with long ears and all.
So none of those pesky cold feet. That sounds like good news.
No cold feet and no cold anything. In fact, my stress is running so high, I feel like I have steam coming out of my horns.
That doesn't sound like good news.
Yeah. It's just such a big thing, you know? I feel like that's all we talk about. But we're not making much progress. We're not further along than we were weeks ago.
Do you have different expectations of the day?
I don't know. I'm not sure I even know what my expectations are anymore. I look at all these weddings on Tomodachi, and they all do this special over-the-top stuff. I don't have any original ideas like that.
What about Mr. Bailey's? He enjoys creative endeavors, doesn't he?
He does, but that's another issue. My parents are willing to pay for part of the wedding, and I earn a good living, so I can cover most of it.
Bay?
Yeah, Bay, yeah. It's just because it's AI.
Yeah.
Bay wants to contribute his share, but he can't really afford it. And as you know, his parents aren't in the picture anymore.
Do you still feel guilty about that?
No, I don't think so. If I've learned anything, it's that you need to let the people you love make their own choices. But I am concerned, both about Bay dropping all his savings on this stuff, and about him trying to guess what I want, rather than expressing his own wishes.
It sounds like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself.
Sure does.
Trying to make sure everyone's happy.
Maybe. But I guess that's unavoidable, right?
Oh!
Hey!
Hello, Neil?
He's got a white suit now and a little flower.
If that is him.
Yeah. Huh? Is this the space person you told me about weeks ago? The one who used to come to the cafe?
I thought it might be them, but I'm not sure now. They didn't seem to react to my greeting. Besides, last time we saw Neil, he had changed his name to Silver.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
And he looked rather more human.
Oh. Oh, the little fingers. Yes. I see. This is all very mysterious. Also, did you hear them come in?
I didn't, but then I rarely do. They're stealthy.
Ridiculous. Bartender, what does a girl have to do to get a drink around here? Pour me a stiff one.
Beg your pardon?
You're in the wrong shop, girl. This isn't quite that kind of place. Isn't it? Our research indicates that this is the way one should order a drink. And a place of public consumption. It sounds like your research was based on orc westerns. Is that embarrassment? Is there anything wrong with orc westerns? We rather enjoyed them. No, I guess not. They're just very different from reality. In what ways? That, it would take a very long time to answer that. I guess the better question is, how are they similar? How are they similar?
You did say it was the better question.
That's fair enough. I suppose the honest answer is, the way people feel emotions is similar. How their ambitions and have dreams. How they want things and sometimes get jealous of others. But also how they help each other out. And how they fall in love. It sounds like Earthlings have very busy feelings. I guess we do. Are your people very different in that respect? We are. Although we want things too. But it appears that Earthlings have at least 94.328% more emotions than we do.
Wow.
How do you distinguish between them all? Sometimes we don't. To be honest, sometimes we don't.
Yup. Yup.
Reading others isn't easy, nor is understanding ourselves for that matter. That adds some spice to life, I guess. It sounds to us like it would be helpful to have some emotions displayed, especially in movies. Perhaps you could write them at the top of the screen? Addendum.
Cinema from the 1920s would certainly agree with you. But, pardon me, you're not Neil, are you? Or Silver?
Indeed, we are not. Our name is Amanda. So there are several of you here on Earth? There are a great many of us everywhere. Our average density is 3,450.45 per galaxy. But this is not the topic of our present conversation.
No. You wanted a drink, didn't you?
We do wish to absorb some liquid matter, yes. Similarly to what the Purple Earthling has been doing. The Purple Earthling? That is certainly a description. Is it wrong?
Indeed.
Would it be more accurate to describe you as the four appendages Earthling? Do you mean my horns and my ears?
Miss Amanda. We usually avoid addressing customers by the number of their appendages.
Oh! We apologize. But we cannot address the customer by name as we do not know it. Oh, I haven't introduced myself. That's my bad. I'm Lua. Lua. Lua? Lua. Yes. It's a very pleasing sound. Oh. Well, thank you. We wish to absorb some liquid matter, as Lua has been doing.
Of course!
Silly.
And do you have an idea as to what kind of, liquid matter that might be?
Something bright-colored and memorable. We want our first drink on Earth to be an experience we shall never forget. No pressure, Chillnanigan.
It's quite alright. We were born to rise to this kind of challenge.
That's the spirit.
Any other ideas, Miss Amanda?
We want the taste to be very spicy. You know that some places serve weak drinks. To bipeds with female denominations. Our research has determined that behavior to be undesirable in 99.99999% of occurrences. Fortunately, this isn't that kind of place either.
Indeed. So you'd like something vivid and spicy. What if it was, let's say, blue and gingery?
We do not know what gingery means, but blue and gingery sounds good to us. I was just thinking probably blue pea with ginger.
Yep, that sounds like what we're shooting for. Speaking of drinks, I am drinking a new tea I got from some local coffee roasters where I am. It's called Versailles Lavender Earl Grey. And it's kind of a variation of Earl Grey with some additional ingredients like cornflower petals and a variety of natural flavors. It's very good.
Gotta be strongly bitter. Let's go.
Bitter it up.
Yep. That sounds really good. I'm being boring and drinking water. Blue lightning?
Mmm. That looks awesome.
It does. Should have some zing in it.
Mm. A blue lightning coming right up.
This is vivid indeed. Now let's try it. I forgot they drink with their finger. This is interesting. We heard that we might struggle to experience taste. We can certainly feel the kick of this. Your reputation was well deserved, Chillnanigan.
And what kind of reputation is that?
Sounds like word is getting around. Soon this place will become a hipster den. I should probably start looking for an alternative haunt.
I hope not. I would miss you a lot, Miss Lua. Besides, isn't that what a hipster does? Go to places only before they become cool?
Touché. I
Boom.
guess you'll be stuck with me a while longer.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, Miss Amanda, what was that about my reputation?
We heard about you from our sibling, formerly known as Neil.
I see.
Sibling, huh? This isn't a future hipster den, this is an alien den. You should consider rebranding as Cafe Close Encounters.
That makes it sound like a rather different type of place.
Sure does. Yeah. So what brings you here, Amanda? Please define your question. Do you mean here or on this planet? That too, but also here in this cafe. We are on this planet on a research and rescue mission. Is that like a search and rescue? Perhaps it is a mission to gather numbers for research, as well as to rescue our sibling. We are in this cafe to wait for them. We made an appointment, as is the custom here. They should arrive in 2 minutes, 3 seconds, and 12 milliseconds. Please pardon the roughness of our estimate. That's
You're excused.
more than good enough. You are very kind. Chillnanigan has mentioned your sibling a few times, I think. Silver, right? Indeed, we are part of the same hive mind. A hive mind? That sounds pretty amazing. But doesn't that make appointments less useful? That would have been true some time ago, but Neil, now known as Silver, is becoming more human by the day. Their connection to the hive mind grows tenuous. Oh. That must feel a little lonely. You lose your connection to your family when you've been so close. Perhaps. What does it mean to be lonely? It's, when you think about other people and they're not there, and that makes you sad. Makes you feel like you have a weight on your chest. Like things that usually feel good to you lose a lot more of their appeal. Thank you for your explanation. We think we see. We do not know. Perhaps it is a little lonely. We cannot answer this for more than a 61% certainty.
There he is.
Is this Neil? Silver?
Yep.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Amanda.
Speaking of the space person, here comes my former regular.
It's got some, like, Star Trek vibe to it.
A little bit. Angular collar and a little insignia.
Yeah. I apologize. I haven't been coming by often lately. Hi. I'm Lua. Nice to meet you, Lua. I'm Silver. I've heard a lot about you. Have you? You probably pictured me in a bigger suit. I guess so, yes. A bit like your sibling here. I understand, but I've been undergoing many changes lately. I let go of the suit. This form makes me feel truer to who I am now. I also changed my name for the same reason. Have you been waiting long, Amanda? Not unduly. This is a bit awkward.
Just a bit.
Amanda, yes? You should know that I've been missing you a lot. What is miss? Is it like being lonely? Yes, it is. When did you learn what lonely is? We have been told that is the name of the feeling we have when we think about you. That's... I just... Bring it in. Bring what? Oh.
That is one long hug.
So cute. I can hear you, you know. Ahem. Right. As we were saying, we appreciate you being only 3 milliseconds late. It's good to see you haven't changed. You have, and yet you haven't. Now that you are close, you feel a part of the hive again. And your presence is similar to what it always was. It makes me really happy to hear that. You should order a drink, as is customary. Then we can proceed with our discussion of the mission. The mission? Oh, didn't Bill Nennigan tell you about that? Not really. Well, the reason I came here in the first place was to find love. You mean to reproduce with the local species? That's another way to put it.
I think I remember you putting it in those terms yourself, Silver.
Yeah, that was a funny conversation. I did, yes, but that was a long time ago. I'm going to tell you everything. But first, Amanda's right. I'd like to order a drink. I can taste them properly now, so I enjoy them a lot more.
Happy to hear that. What would you like?
I'd like something new and unique. I want to explore all the new sensations. But nothing too strong, please. I don't have the same tolerance as before. Also, I'm in the mood for something a bit sweet and floral. Maybe with a bit of freshness to it?
Something new, but not too strong. A bit sweet, floral, and refreshing. Maybe blue?
Oh, I do love blue. Something sweet, floral, refreshing, and blue, then, please. Oh.
More.
Blue. Sweet, floral, refreshing, and blue.
Let's see. What do we have here? Cinnamon, honey, lemon, mint, ginger.
We got lemon, too. Mint and lemon, maybe? That's not very sweet, though.
I'm not certain about that. Yeah, sweet. Man, that's a tough combo.
Oh, we could do, well, it's not floral. We could do blue pea, honey, and mint, maybe? That would have a bit of a refreshing.
How do we get floral out of this?
Well, blue pea is floral, right? It's a flower.
Sure, okay. Refreshing. Sweet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that might work.
Okay, let's try that.
Sure, let's see what it is.
Flower bed. All right.
That looks cool.
Let's give it a shot.
I object to the lack of art on these drinks. One bright flower bed for the silver person.
This definitely looks unique. I can't wait to try it. Oh, yum, it's delicious. Drinking through my mouth makes such a difference. To be honest, I never expected to like it this much. Now I can never get enough of it. Drinking through the gloves does look uncomfortable. It's a very different experience. Not entirely unpleasant, the little finger guns. So it's also nice in its own way. But it doesn't convey taste in the way a mouth does. It's much more about the sensation, which definitely makes it intense. But I'm happy I get to drink Bill Nennigan's creations the way they were intended. As for the mission... Yes, the mission. It has run into some difficulties. Difficulties of what nature? Well, the truth is, I still have some trouble finding myself a date.
Aw.
What is a date? It's a step you need to take before, coupling up. You meet somewhere, you talk, you get to know the person. Not having a Hive connection sounds exhausting. It can be a challenge, to be honest, but in another way, it's wonderful. Without the Hive connection, when you meet someone, it's always a surprise. They react in ways I didn't expect, in ways I wouldn't, and every time I learn something new. About earthly species? That too, certainly. But mostly about myself. That's definitely what being with someone is about. Every time you're honest with the person you love, you get out of your comfort zone and become a better person yourself. That sounds complicated. We need to make further computations to understand. It's different from what we're used to, but it's also pretty great. I mean, it sounds to me like you've got it figured out. Surely your dates should go well enough. Thank you, you're very kind. And if I may say so myself, I think I have made some progress. If I did get a date, I think it would go better than before. What's the problem then? Well... Thing is, Seattle's a very big city, even by our standards. Everyone is busy running around, and people aren't very trusting, not like in romantic movies. You can't just ask someone on the street to go on a date with you.
Sounds like you tried.
Yes, I tried several times. I even stood on a plaza for a few hours with a date me placard around my neck. That is, not an optimal strategy, yes, I've realized that since. People mostly seemed a little scared. I hear most people meet their partners at work. Is that something you could try? Maybe later on, I don't know. But at the moment, I'm afraid my work doesn't attract the right sort.
I didn't know you'd found a job, Silver.
Ah, yes, I did a few months ago. I've decided to open a cafe. Really? Does that mean Chillnanigan has competition? Not at all. I would never want that. It rather feels like a small way to start a family tradition.
Interesting.
That has an interesting implication, too. Anyway, after I tried all that, I was running out of ideas, so I decided to reinstall Lonely Hearts like I did when I had just arrived here. Online dating doesn't sound like a reasonable solution. I thought so too, but the amount of dates I've gotten since I downloaded it is... Based on the surrounding parameters, we will guess absolute 0. That is accurate. Oh no. Do you know why? If I'm being honest, I think I have an idea, but it might sound strange coming from me. The online dating process feels a little... No, it feels a lot alien. Please expand your explanation. Do you mean it lacks earthly species? Oh no, it has earthlings in all shapes and forms, but it feels impossible to connect to them. I was much more successful at it when I first tried months ago. But now it's a little like how my connection to the hive mind has been recently. I'm a part of it to some extent. I feel like I could just reach out to it and I'll find understanding. But then I do reach out, and I only find silence. Man, online dating is hard.
Yes, it is.
That's pretty sad. Sorry, I'm making everyone gloomy now. No, don't worry about all that. I'm just wondering if I got friends I can set you up with, but they all have partners. You're very kind, Lua. I'll find some sort of way eventually. It's pretty important that I do. It's an existential issue for some people. We will help. I don't know. I really appreciate your offer, Amanda, but even after spending years here, I still struggle with it all. When I first arrived, it was hard for me to even hold a conversation. Now I think I can read people a little better, but it's still... You are not looking for conversation yet, are you? You wish to connect to a hive mind, and you found it easier when you first arrived. Is that not what you said? Yes, that's true, but... We are a hive mind, and we have just arrived here. We will help. It does sound reasonable. I suppose social media can be a bit like a hive mind sometimes. And there's no harm in trying, right? Well... Then I guess that's settled.
I guess so.
I'll show you how the app works when we leave here, Amanda. But we are prepared. We will gather intelligence and draw conclusions with our hive powers and your human knowledge, based on your previous experience and your new skills. We estimate our odds of success at 100%. I like your confidence. Amanda always was a force of nature. You do not know what that means. As it sounds complimentary, we are pleased. As for...
Oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
What is... We have to go. Now. But... What happened? What is happening right now?
Problems.
I'll explain everything later. Sorry, Chillnanigan, Lua. See you soon, I hope. No time, let's go. Can I have the coffee cups back, please? Well, that was odd.
Yes, that was a rather sudden departure.
I hope they're going to be all right. What?
Hello.
Good evening.
Evening, Mr. Agent.
Didn't they come in for Neil last time, too?
Yes, they did.
You two know each other?
The agent here has been asking about our customers in the past.
He clearly works for MIB.
Mm-hmm. But I trust tonight he's come for a late-night coffee?
Sadly, no. I'm here on official business. Sounds serious. It is. Very serious, Miss Lua. Miss Lua and Billnanigan. You know why I'm here, don't you?
Well, if it's not for coffee, honestly, I'm at a loss.
Is that how you want to play it? What about you, Miss Lua? Want to make an educated guess? An educated guess? Well, I swear I filed my tax returns months ago. I did buys at the same time, so that can't be it. I have no clue. You too. Do you take me for a fool?
We would never.
He looks a little bit like rude.
A little bit.
Let me make myself clear then. Have there been alien sightings at this cafe recently?
Alien sightings?
Sorry, but that sounds kind of far-fetched. Think again, both of you. Think carefully. If I were you, I wouldn't tell any lies. This is getting old. We didn't do anything wrong, and we don't have to answer any of your questions. Actually, nothing. I know my rights. You have no jurisdiction to come here and act like a big shot. I've never seen anyone in this cafe who doesn't belong here, so I suggest you take your suspicions elsewhere and leave this place to Billnanigan alone. My investigation? Your investigation means nothing to us. I can feel myself getting angry, Mr. Agent. And trust me, you do not want to see me angry.
Humph.
Please tell me Renoa shows up and freaks them both out again. Hey, don't you dare put your hands on me. I did no such thing. Not yet, at least. Very well. I'll go for now, but this isn't over. I won't stand by quietly while aliens invade Seattle. Suit yourself. You'll only be wasting your time. I'll be the judge of that. A good night to you.
Lua, that was impressive.
Well, I may be on the quieter side, but I'm still a succubus.
I'm glad you're my friend and not my enemy.
Amen, brother. Truth be told, I don't like to antagonize people. I guess sometimes it can't be helped.
Yes.
I wonder what that guy was really after.
He's an alien immigration agent.
And
He's been after Silver for a while now. Back when Silver was called Neil and looked like Amanda.
It doesn't make me like him anymore. I came very close to clipping him his smug face, to be honest. Even if I didn't touch him in the end, despite what he thought.
No, indeed. You didn't touch him.
What do you mean? Seems like an important ID card. A shame if someone were to lose it. Oh,
Well, the agent had this on him, and now he doesn't anymore.
Anakin picked his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Naughty Billnanigan. Didn't think you had it in you. This certainly is an interesting looking ID card. I'm sure someone creative could find good use for it.
My sentiments exactly.
So give it to Luca. Well, I guess you have some time to consider what to do with it. And who to pass it on to.
Indeed.
Anyway, this shook me more than I'd like to admit.
I'm so sorry.
It's really not your fault, but I'm going to go and spend some time with my fiancé now. Which will be all of 30 seconds, before I start snoring on his shoulder.
That sounds pretty good. Say hello to him from me.
Will do. Oh, Lua. I liked her a lot in the first one, too.
Indeed. This agent looks like he's going to be trouble.
A seemingly important ID card.
Yeah. GIB? Is that what that says?
Yes.
Gib.
Gib.
But tomorrow's another day.
Doodle-doo.
Doodle-doo.
All right. This is a little bit longer episode. That's all right. But we will end it here.
Yeah, the plot. I'm pretty sure a lot of this stuff with Silver/Neil comes from the true ending of Coffee Talk 1, so.
Yeah, probably. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. That is a lot of rain sounds coming through that right now.
What?
What? Returning of the office means for the Nickomemes. Woodpecker almost pecks through whole utility pole, strong beak. Atlantic countries to sign multi-billion-dollar deal for education systems improvement. Okay.
Interesting.
Yep. Let's see if we can't get out of here and away from the rain noise a little bit. There we go. All right. Anyway.
Made it to day 4.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you've been able to decompress and just to chill a little bit with us. And obviously, if you have any thoughts or any tea that you want to drink or anything like that that you like, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Outside of that, thank you so much for letting us be a part of your day. And we do hope it is an awesome one and that you're able to decompress. And we will see you all in the next episode.
See you next time.
Bye-bye now.